The Reserve Bank of India, India's central bank, has been quietly but steadily increasing its gold reserves in recent years. This strategic move is not just about diversifying assets. It represents a calculated approach to bolstering India's economic resilience in an increasingly uncertain world. As global dynamics shift, particularly with the return of Donald Trump to the geopolitical stage, gold is regaining its luster as a safe haven asset. The RBI's actions signal a clear understanding of these changing tides. India is positioning itself for a future where gold plays a crucial role in ensuring financial stability and independence. The RBI's gold purchases are not merely a reaction to current events. They are part of a long-term strategy that recognizes the enduring value of gold. For centuries, gold has been a symbol of wealth and stability. It has weathered countless economic storms, emerging as a reliable store of value during times of crisis. India, with its deep cultural affinity for gold, understands this intrinsic worth better than most. The RBI's actions demonstrate a commitment to leveraging this ancient asset for the benefit of India's economic future. The year 1991 marked a turning point in India's economic history. The country faced a severe balance of payments crisis, forcing it to airlift its gold reserves to secure a loan from the International Monetary Fund. This experience left an indelible mark on India's economic psyche, highlighting the vulnerability of relying solely on foreign exchange reserves. The current gold accumulation can be seen as a direct response to this historical trauma. By building up its gold reserves, India is creating a safety net, a buffer against potential future crises. The 1991 crisis served as a wake-up call for India. It exposed the limitations of relying solely on foreign currencies, particularly the US dollar, as reserves. The experience underscored the need for diversification, for a more balanced approach to managing the country's wealth. Gold, with its inherent value and universal acceptance, emerged as a key element in this diversification strategy. The RBI's recent actions demonstrate that the lessons of 1991 have not been forgotten. India is determined to chart a more independent and resilient economic path, and gold is playing a central role in this journey. The return of Donald Trump to the White House in 2025 has injected a significant degree of uncertainty into the global political and economic landscape. Trump's unpredictable foreign policy, protectionist trade measures, and confrontational approach to international relations have the potential to create volatility in global markets. This uncertainty makes gold, a traditional safe haven asset, even more attractive to central banks like the RBI. India is not alone in recognizing this. Central banks around the world are increasing their gold holdings, anticipating turbulent times ahead. Trump's policies have far-reaching implications, particularly for emerging economies like India. His trade wars and sanctions have the potential to disrupt global supply chains and create economic instability. In this climate of uncertainty, gold provides a sense of security. Its value is not tied to any single currency or economy, making it a reliable store of value during times of global turmoil. The RBI's decision to increase its gold reserves can be seen as a strategic hedge against the potential risks posed by Trump's policies. Section 4. The rise of de-dollarization, gold's new role. The increasing use of the US dollar as a political weapon has accelerated the trend of de-dollarization. Countries around the world are seeking alternatives to the dollar-dominated financial system, aiming to reduce their dependence on the US currency. Gold, with its historical significance and intrinsic value, is emerging as a key pillar in this de-dollarization movement. The RBI's gold purchases align with this global trend, signaling India's intent to reduce its reliance on the US dollar. The move away from the dollar is driven by a desire for greater financial sovereignty and independence. Countries are seeking to reduce their vulnerability to US economic policies and sanctions. Gold, as a universally recognized store of value, provides a viable alternative. It can be used to settle international transactions, bypassing the need for the US dollar. The RBI's gold accumulation strategy positions India as a leader in this de-dollarization movement. Section 5. A golden future. The Indian Rupee's ascent. The RBI's strategic accumulation of gold reserves is not merely about mitigating risks. It is also about positioning India for a future where the Indian rupee plays a more prominent role on the global stage. A strong gold reserve bolsters the credibility and stability of the rupee, enhancing its appeal as a reserve currency. This, in turn, could lead to greater demand for the rupee, potentially elevating its status to a global currency. A stronger rupee would bring numerous benefits to the Indian economy. It would reduce the cost of imports, making essential goods and services more affordable for Indian citizens. It would also enhance India's purchasing power in the global market, strengthening its position as a global player. The RBI's gold strategy is a long-term investment in India's economic future, paving the way for a more prosperous and influential India on the world stage.